Hey, it's ShiningPolaris, and I am finally going to have my video about my experience at Double or Nothing. And sorry, it's kind of a late post, but once again, if you hadn't done so already, please follow me on Twitter and on TikTok. I have been online as much as I can, sharing all my amazing photos and my video clips, especially on TikTok. If you guys hadn't noticed already, I had amazing seats at the show, and personally, this was like the best live show I've ever been to. And yeah, it contributed definitely for the seats I had, because I had an amazing view, which results in these awesome pictures and clips that I took with my phone. So yeah, I'm going to try to quickly go through each match, and it's going to be more kind of like my experience during each match, and of course the results or whatever. So the first match that came out was, of course, the buy-in. That was Serena Deeb versus Riho. This was for the NWA Women's World Championship. And when this match happened, you can see on the TV, it was still very sunny, and it was very hot. So it was, like I said, it was very cool to like see it all, especially with the sunlight. It just made everything just obviously brighter, and everyone was excited. It was basically almost sold out. So there's 5,000 available seats at Bailey's Place, and I think it was maybe 47 or 4,800, maybe a little bit more than that were sold. So it was basically almost sold out. So with that match, you have Riho came out, huge pop for her. She's super cute, super baby face, and then you had Serena Deeb coming out, also a huge pop for her. But these two really are like faces, so you got to establish the bad guy. So right away, Riho tried to shake Serena Deeb's hand, but Serena slapped her, so that put Serena into a more heel position. Obviously, very good match. This was definitely pay-per-view worthy, but they obviously put in the buy-in because they know those two can put on a show. The point is, put your good match there so people will buy the pay-per-view, and definitely have succeeded in that. So at the end, Serena Deeb won. That was not surprising. I was really hoping that this was a long shot. I was hoping like Camille would come out and maybe say a few words to Serena Deeb, because this weekend NWA will have their pay-per-view. I think it's like When the Shadows Fall or something like that. I can't remember the title. And it's Camille is the #1 contender for Serena Deeb NWA title. So I was hoping she would come out. That did not happen. That would have been awesome if that did, but whatever. So, but it was a very good match. First match up was Adam Page versus Brian Cage. This was really cool, and I don't know what it is, but if you look at my videos that I took, I think I took probably the best videos of this match. I had to make a little compilation on TikTok, which you can see right now. Adam Page came out, huge cheers. I think he's definitely, I'll say, top 3 maybe, with the biggest cheers. Brian Cage, of course, was there too. They, very good match. I mean, like I said, I don't know how, but I managed to get these amazing shots of Adam Page doing his spots, and coupled with Brian Cage too. Brian Cage, I tried to land the buckshot lariat onto Adam, which was interesting. As you know, for this match, they cannot have their team on each side, so no Team Taz, no Dark Order. But when Brian Cage looked like he was about to lose, Ricky Starks and Hook came out, and Ricky tried to throw the belt at Cage so he could use that to hit Page with it. Brian Cage did not take the belt, tossed it back to Ricky because he's like, I want to, win this fight on his own. So yeah, when Ricky Starks came in and did all that, that caused Brian Cage to be distracted. Adam Page did his buckshot lariat, landed it on Brian Cage. Adam Page won. So right after the match, you had Brian Cage and Ricky Starks arguing in the ring, and then Brian Cage left on his own. Of course, this is the huge hint of Brian Cage's eventual turn on Team Taz, and maybe eventual face turn for him. So excited to see what will happen with him in the future. Next match was probably my favorite match of the day, and this was match 2. This was for the tag team champions. Got my team of the Young Bucks versus my other team that I liked, Eddie Kingston and John Moxley. if you follow me on Twitter, my 2 posts about being sprayed in the face with Jon Moxley's beer and the picture of them probably my 2 most popular posts to date, and I just had an amazing time. Again, please check out my TikTok because I posted my video clip of that when that happened. It was just so cool. So yeah, so you got Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston coming into the ring from the crowd, which I have another video of that too, and that was very cool. Then you had the Young Bucks coming out, super obnoxious. I love them for that. They just came out, went into the ring, started to do their pose, and when the streamers popped open, Moxley and Eddie Kingston immediately attacked them. So, and before the bell rang, that was when Moxley grabbed Matt Jackson and beat him down right in front of us where we were sitting, and then he grabbed the guy's beer that was right next to me and did all that. That was just that was like the best part of the night. It's going to be very, very hard to top this show, I'm telling you, unless I get exactly those type of seats. The great match. You know, you had the Young Bucks mostly isolating Moxley from tagging in Kingston. Towards the end, you had obviously interference, right? You got Brandon Cutler tried to interfere in the match. Jon Moxley, obviously knocked him out. And then the Good Brothers came in to try to help too. You had Carl Anderson in the entryway, and then Doc Gallows was all the way on the opposite side of the ring, on the outside. The ref tried to, or whoever, I couldn't see it that well, pulled the Gallows away. But then you went with Anderson on the ramp. You had Kazarian attacked him. So what I'm hoping is that you're going to have maybe Kazarian go on to Impact to battle the Good Brothers there, which I said so in my other video, so hopefully that actually happens. So the interference, they were quickly neutralized. But Matt Jackson went and hit Jon Moxley with that like cold spray bottle, which opened Moxley up. So at the end, you had Moxley all bloodied up. The Young Bucks, they had to do their BTE trigger onto Moxley like 3 or 4 times to knock him down. And when he finally did, Young Bucks won. They retained their championship. So there you go. That was expected. I didn't think Moxley or Kingston was going to win, but that was just such a good match. And everyone's saying it was 5-star or close to 5 stars. So we'll see when the ratings come out. They may have already came out, but with the WWE news, who knows? But okay, next match was the highly anticipated Battle Royale match. And you got all your wrestlers coming in. But my prediction originally was that Christian Cage was going to win it. But at the end, you had Christian Cage, Jungle Boy, and the Hardy Party or Hardy Family Office there. So that's Matt Hardy with the Private Party. So those are your final contestants. Very, very interesting choice for the Joker card. Who came out? Absolutely unexpected. It was Lio Rush. That was actually pretty cool because obviously you had all these names saying that Paul White was going to be on there, that Nick Gage was going to be on there. Didn't hear a single word about Lio Rush, so that was cool that Lio Rush made his debut in AEW. He was taken out very quickly. He was only in the match maybe for like less than 5 minutes because obviously your focus was going to be Christian Cage and Jungle Boy. So originally I said that Christian Cage was going to win it. He did not. It was the unexpected win from Jungle Boy, which was actually the better move because the point is you're trying to get these veterans to put these young guys over. So that was very cool. And I'm telling you, again, I have a shot of it too. When Jungle Boy won and he stood up on the thing to celebrate, absolute biggest pop of the night was all these cheers for Jungle Boy. You just see all these people supporting him. It was very strong to feel that like love everyone had for Jungle Boy. So congrats to him. And again, it was a good choice too because I believe either not this Dynamite, then the next one next week I think it will be Jungle Boy against Kenny Omega. So you already know Jungle Boy is gonna lose, but at least he gets the kind of the same when he was the first contender for the TNT Championship. You know Jungle Boy is gonna get fed to Kenny Omega. Christian Cage is probably going to be billed more, so he's probably going to earn that number one ranking and face Kenny Omega down the line, probably for Fyter Fest, I'm going to guess. So it was very cool to see him win, and actually I got like almost slightly emotional when Jurassic Express came out, and they were all hugging how happy they were for Jungle Boy to win that. Okay, so the next one was the Cody Rhodes versus Anthony Ogogo match. This match, everyone really did not like it. So you know what? I didn't like it either. But on a side note, I had probably the best footage I could ever had of Cody Rhodes. So go on my TikTok and take a look at that. And I just saw the official shot of him from the AEW website, and I am in that photo. So, you know, great to have front row seats. So with this Cody Rhodes versus Anthony Ogogo match, a prediction, hands down, everybody said Ogogo was going to win it, right? Because he's the new star, he's being pushed to be this monster. Cody should put him over. Well, Cody comes out. He has his All Might gear. I think it's more inspired by Homelander, but it did look like All Might gear. But regardless, probably was both. He comes out, grand entrance, you know, the whole thing. There was no way that Cody was going to lose this match, right? And especially with Memorial Day happening the day after, you know, it's all about America. So Ogogo still looked fantastic in it. This is his first like real wrestling match, and as you know, wrestling is very hard. So to see him, you know, really look good in this too against a veteran like Cody, give it up to Ogogo. Ogogo lost at the end. Cody went and did the vertebraker move onto Ogogo, which won his match. And there you go. Cody won for the Nightmare Family. Afterwards, Cody celebrated by jumping on the rail right in front of me, in there. That was amazing. So, and that was really cool. And you can see in the shot, that's probably the clearest shot. You guys can see me on the TV going like, wow! And you can see me trying to touch him too. It was good times. So, that was probably the second best part of the show for me. And even though I really did not like that match because Ogogo should have won. But we're gonna see, what they're gonna do with him in the future. Hopefully Ogogo will still get that big push that he deserves. So, after that match is I want to say it was the women's match, right? I'm either TNT, but I'm going to go with the women's match. So you will have the very highly anticipated match as well, the women's world title match. And this was Hikaru Shida versus Britt Baker. I will say that after Jungle Boy, who got the most cheers, will have to be DMD. She's obviously the heel in this match, but the crowds were just, you know, crying for her in this. It was just unbelievable. I was obviously rooting for Shida, even though I knew she was going to lose. When Shida came out, not sure if you can see this on the TV. I don't think I have it on video, unfortunately. But when Shida came out and she like looked at the crowds, you know, to say hi or whatever, she was like about to cry because, and I could feel it too, because, you know, she was champion during the pandemic era with no crowds or very little crowds, so it was just, I can tell it was very special for her to compete as a champion one last time in front of full crowds, you know, with all that cheer. So I could feel the emotion too. You know, great match, duh. I mean, the two women were killing each other. So people were complaining that they were doing the forearm hits to each other very hard. I don't know why people complain about that. If it was real, fine. I don't know. So, Britt Baker, you know, she finally got the glove to try to do her lockjaw submission onto Shida. It took her several tries to do that. You know, with Shida able to counter it out. But eventually Britt Baker landed that onto Shida, and Shida had to tap out. That made Britt Baker win, and there you go. We crowned the new champion, and now we have the DMD era begin. At the end of that, Britt Baker walked up on the ramp. You had Tony Schiavone there, and she like gave him a genuine hug. while Reba was spraying the champagne. Yeah, that was actually a little nice emotional spot there too when she was hugging Tony, so that was very cool. So yeah, I hope Britt Baker have a very long run too, because you need this very strong, she's very popular and very strong heel run. Can't wait to see what the future holds for her. Okay, so right after this, you have for the TNT Championship, this was Miro versus Lance Archer. This was kind of, I believe this was like your match to kind of just like relax in, because, it's just a fun match. You got two big guys killing each other. What can go wrong, right? Everyone wanted to see this. Just for this reason. You don't need a story for this. So just want to say that I just believe that Lance will probably never win a title. I think he's one of those talents that are like the enhancement talent. He's a big guy. He makes anybody look good. So people complain that Lance Archer was booked badly, and in the beginning I agree with that too. But now I kind of see it. He don't need to win a title. He's just there to make the other guy look great, and he can just keep going after the title. That's all he needs. Miro, killed a couple people on the sidelines. I got a video of that, of him smashing up Federico del Sol, so take a look at that clip too. Miro eventually landed his game over submission onto Lance. It took him about 2 or 3 tries as well, because Lance is so big. He can't submit him right away like he did with Darby Allin. But after a few kicks on his back, he wrenched back hard enough. Lance passed out. Miro retains. So there you go. Then after this match was the Sting. Yeah, it was. It was the Sting and Darby Allin versus Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. Just want to make a side note that I enjoy this match. I don't know what is with the problem with these dudes, but there are these 2 guys sitting next to me. They also got front row seats. They hated the whole show the entire time, and I ignored them all the way until this match. This Sting match, they clearly hated him and could not stop talking bad shit about this match. And that really annoyed me, because it took it out of the way from this match, and unfortunately took it out away from the next match, which I wanted to see. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. And those guys are very weird. I don't understand why would you go see a show and have amazing seats to complain the whole time. So I did talk about it on Twitter, and people said that was probably the Cornette people. There was some guys online. They said that they bought great tickets to try to get on TV so they could show up with the Cornette sign. They did not have a sign, so I don't know if it's really them, but they complained the whole time, so I'm just going to assume it's them. But anyway, about the match. No, Sting, being 62, 63 years old, looked great. Like, he took some mean bumps into this, and he got up, looked like with no problem. So for all the people that like doubted Sting or whatever, let him live his life, man. If you want to continue wrestle, and it's only a part-time deal too, wrestle once in a while, let him do it. Like, everyone in the ring knows how to play it safe around him or whatever. But really, I mean, he went all out, so he looked good. Yeah, at the end, it was Sting that put Scorpio Sky in Scorpion Lock, maybe, or this thing, I don't know, one of those moves. I can't remember what the name was. Sorry about that, guys. But he was the one that eventually won for his team on Scorpio Sky. So Sting and Darby Allin win. At the end, it was very cool to see both of them on the turnbuckle celebrating. You got the veteran with the new up and comer celebrating. It was just a very cool image. Really good match. For you guys to have very low expectations for this, don't go and watch it. Alright, next match was the one that I was very looking forward to, and that was because you got all my bays in there, right? This is for the AEW World Championship Triple Threat match with Kenny Omega, Orange Cassidy, and Pac. And, you had 3 guys with 3 very different styles, and it was just made for an extremely entertaining match. Huge pops for Orange Cassidy, no doubt. I mean, when he came out, you can hear everyone yelling "Freshly Squeezed." I'm the one screaming the most at him. I will say I had some pretty good video of Kenny coming out for his entrance. What you obviously could not see, which I taped, was Orange Cassidy walking around the ring, doing his little high five thingy to the audience. So that was cool. I like that. Kenny Omega coming out with all the belts on top of him. Perfect. That's my current wallpaper, by the way. Love it. Get Don Callis on the side, of course. Oh God, what's best part of the match? I will have to say, and I don't have video clip of this. I wish I did. This was when Orange Cassidy was so close to winning. He, I believe, he hit his orange punch onto Kenny Omega, and he pinned him. And as it was going down, as the hand going down to 3, you have Don Callis pulling him off, so it broke the count. And Don Callis is like walking on ringside. I don't know who started it, but somebody started, "Fuck you, Don," and the whole entire stadium chanted that. It was amazing. I only have a picture of that. I do not have the video clip. I wish I did, so you can truly hear how crazy the pops were. Like the cheers and the pops were for Orange Cassidy. So. At the end, again, Orange Cassidy about to pin Kenny Omega for the win, but Kenny went and knocked out the referee. So when Orange Cassidy pinned Tom, what the fuck is Tom? Pinned Kenny. I'm thinking, that's my friend texting me, that's why you hear those. Orange Cassidy pinned Kenny Omega. There is no, there is no ref. So as he pinned him, you have Aubrey Edwards running in to take over for the ref. That was enough time for Kenny to do the most devastating move all sport entertainment. He does the roll up crucifix onto Orange Cassidy, and Kenny retains. So once again, same close winning a championship like with Orange and Cody. So this time it's time with Kenny. Then you see Orange Cassidy like looking very shocked, looking very sad that he lost. Kenny Omega runs out of that ring, right? He has all the elite. You know, you have Don, Good Brothers, and Young Bucks carrying Kenny out. I have a shot of that. It's great. You know, like as if he's a hero. So there you go. Kenny Omega wins it. But go ahead and watch this match. I think it's about 30 minutes long, but it was very good. All three people. I know I didn't talk about Pac a lot in here, but Pac, Orange Cassidy, and Kenny, they just complimented each other so well in this. So last you have the Stadium Stampede match. I'm not going to talk too much about it because it was mostly on TV or on the little screen there. It was very good. Regardless, it was, you know, it's more serious than last year, but there was still a lot of funny spots, you know. We're just going to go right to the end where they actually came out to the ring. So first you had MJF and Jericho. They came up to like the balcony place and started fighting up there. I have a video clip of that. And then Sammy and Shawn Spears, Sammy came out with the golf cart to run over Shawn Spears, and that's how they made their way into the ring. They battled it out in the ring, and it was Sammy that pinned Shawn Spears to win it for the Inner Circle. And like I predicted, I knew the Inner Circle was going to win. I know it should have been the Pinnacle, right? But Inner Circle is going to win because you want to end the show with a very happy and high note. So Inner Circle is not broken up yet. After Sammy wins it, Inner Circle comes up, you know, to the ring, and I am right there. It was so great. I was right there. Have a really good video clip of all Inner Circle going into the ring. They celebrate, and then the show ended with. So the show ended, but then after the show ended, you have the after thank you speech that Jericho and Inner Circle did, and I have some of that on video too. So that was really cool. Can't explain how amazing the show was. It was just one of the best, if not the best, live experience of any show I ever went to. The next show will be at All Out, and the show after that will be Full Gear in Chicago and then St. Louis. I plan to go to both of them because they're both pretty close. For All Out and Full Gear, I'm hoping I would love to get front row seats again because that really makes the experience, and especially those being local shows. That, you know, I should be able to afford that because I don't have to travel that far. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this video went very long. But it was just so much fun. And I'm telling you, please check out my TikTok videos and my posts on Twitter, because those video clips I have really show the excitement and emotion that I had. Like, there's a general excitement that I had, which is really cool to see. So, alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you all of those that's been, liking and commenting my posts on Twitter and on TikTok. It really means a lot to me. So, thank you again, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you.